What's up, Panda Nation? Peter from Panda here. Hey, I ordered these backup iron sights, got them online. I'm going to put a link in the description because I know one of the things that happens when you buy backup iron sights and you try to do them at a cheap price point, you never know what you're going to get. And a lot of the pictures use kind of stock photography, and it can be really difficult to know if you're getting what's pictured or what are the nuances of it. So I thought I would tell you about these. These are from Blob Outdoors. They're the Tactical Micro Iron Sight front and rear set for 223, 556, AR, basically anything with a pick rail. You're in the standard 1913, as you can see there. So I thought I'd take a quick, close look at it because you can get backup iron sights, you can get polymers, Magpuls are really popular, but these are going to be at a much lower price point. In fact, I think I paid under $20 for these shipped. So the first thing is I've got the rear iron sight here, sloped front end. The edges aren't super sharp, so the machining is pretty good, but there's a lot of things that are rounded, so you don't have to worry about it slicing your hand open. You're going to use a Allen wrench or a hex key there to tighten the thing down, and the tightening portion is only going to be half as long as kind of the right side of the piece. So you've got the bar sitting a little lower there, which is going to go into one of the slots on your Picatinny rail, so that should tighten up nicely. I've never had a problem with these loosening, but you do need the tool here to make sure it's tightened, so no thumb screw there. The button here is spring-loaded, I believe, and it pushes, and the sight should be spring-loaded. There we go. So it goes through like that. One of the things that I've noticed is when it's on the gun, they're easier to actuate because when it's off the gun, I've got to kind of hold it like this, but you don't want to prevent this side from coming out because then the thing will never pop up. I can tell you the spring or whatever it's using there is pretty tight, man, and that's good. So there's no accidental actuation. Thing is, I can tell you that like a lot of these backup sights, it itself tends not to lay totally flat, and on here, it sure looks like it's laying flat. And should be kind of laying right on the pick rail itself. But one of the issues is, if it is, you can't have your small peep sight there in the ready position because the large peep sight is pointed down and presumably would be interfering with the Picatinny rail. So we'll check that out. I think that's the issue. And then you have screw here that does have pretty audible and distinct clicks, so it should be nice to hold things in place. You can see that it does move it side to side, so you get a windage adjustment there. The other cool thing is it does kind of click into place up and down, or whatever peephole you want to use, and seems to stay in place there pretty well. Little marking on the top of at least the larger one, so you can line it up with this center line there. I don't know how accurate that is, but this seems to be pretty well done. And then when you do flip it up, so for quick release, I don't know if that needs a little grease or something, but it's pretty gritty. It seems to be standing pretty straight up and down, so that's good news. What I found is that even if it's kind of leaning back a little bit or even leaning forward a little bit, it's not really a problem as long as it goes to the same position every time. But this seems to be pretty nice and vertical. On the front sight, same construction on the base, and the flip-up sight portion seems to be nice and flat in the down position. This one seems to actuate a little easier, so like I said, maybe a little oil, a little grease or something might be the difference. And there, it seems like it's leaning forward a little bit. Like I said, it's not really a problem as long as it kind of goes to the same position every time, so that when you sight it in, zero it in, it always returns to the same position. You can see the ears kind of taper out a little bit, so that's kind of nice. Everything is really solid, and then it looks like a height adjustable post there, so you'd press down the stop, and then once that's down, you can kind of twist this up or down. You can see the threading there angled this way, so counterclockwise for up, clockwise for down, and a nice square post. From Blob Outdoors, These aren't my first pair of sights from them. I've had pretty good luck with them, and I think value for dollar, they're pretty nice. Peter Von Panda, out.